But your content should also build credibility. I love social proof. Share testimonials, share results, show people the things you're doing. I love when coaches, consultants, and professional service providers want to do big things in their business. They want to rise to the top and influence their market and the world around them. They want to have a greater impact and make a more lucrative income. Well, if this is you, welcome to Expert in You podcast, the show where I interview other experts and coaches, consultants, so that they can share their success strategies with you. We're going to talk about marketing and how to close more sales, how to get more premium clients, and how to really build your visibility in the market and scale your business like a boss. If this is you, welcome to the show. I want to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss one episode. Grab your coffee and buckle up because we are ready to give it all to you to help you become the expert and get paid as the expert that you are. Are you doing a lot of content on social media? Or maybe you're not, but is your content bringing you business? Are you growing your business because of great content? People are booking on your calendar. They're showing up in your inbox. They're emailing you like, oh, I'm ready to work with you. They're opting into your email list because they love what you're saying and they want to know more and they want to really be influenced by you. Is this happening? Because if the answer is no, then let's fix this for you. Let's fix your content so that it can actually influence more buyers and pre-sell you and allow you to get doors of opportunity to fly open because you are brilliant and your content shows it. All right, let's dive in. Let's talk about content. First of all, it's confusing, right? Should you do long content, short content? Should you do long video, short little clips? What should you be doing? And what kind of things should be in your content? Well, I'm going to break it all down. Don't worry. But here's one thing you need to know is that a human now has the attention span of less than a goldfish. And so that would lead people to think, oh, wow, we can only consume things that are a few seconds long, right? A goldfish has a 6-second attention span, and humans are known to have a 3 to 5 now. And a lot of that has to do with all the noise and all the stuff that's coming at us all the time. But that does not mean that everything has to be little bitty bite-sized chunks, memes, quotes. We are more intelligent than that. So here's a good example. Sometimes I love long form content. If I'm learning something, if it's really insightful, if it's covering a trend or something that I feel like I need to know, I'm going to sit there no matter how much time it takes to read that book or to watch that video or watch that training. But then there are other times, give it to me in bite-sized chunks, right? I just want to watch this quick little video, get the point, and move on. And so you have to realize that people do consume both types of content, short and long. But here are 5 things that you need to be aware of if you want your content to be powerful and really influence buyers. And the great thing about content is it can speed the know, like, and trust with your potential buyers, and it can build confidence that you're the right person for them to want to work with or hire. So it can build your bank account, help you grow your business. And the thing that I love so much about social media and content, and we haven't always had this available to us. I know you think we have, but I've been around for 30 something years, and I'm telling you, we have not. The thing that's so great about it is it really can do the heavy lifting for you in your business when it comes to your marketing. So when people book on my calendar, they've already checked me out. They've already watched probably multiple videos, or they've already seen a training that I've put out there. And they come to me ready to just see what it's like to work with me. They already know they want to work with me. They just want to see, okay, how does this look? And what would it be like for us to work together? And what's the investment? That's a very different sales conversation, wouldn't you say? But the other thing that's so great about content is it builds your visibility like nothing else, right? It attracts new people to get eyeballs on you and your business. So more reach, attracting more people, and it opens a lot of opportunities up that would have never known about or seen or heard about, but now you get to be part of that opportunity. So you will get more speaking engagements, you'll get asked to guest on maybe podcasts or summits or virtual events. You will have opportunities to be in the media. When people see that you're doing big things, that you're a thought leader, that you're a trailblazer in your industry, that you're an authority on what it is you speak about, what it is you do, those opportunities will come to you. But even if you're going out and looking for those opportunities, you'll get more yeses because you've built out this great content engine and they can truly see that you know what you're doing. All right. So it is so critical that you build out a great content strategy and you build consistency with your content, and then make sure that you're building the right audience so that the right people are seeing all of the brilliant content that you are putting out there. All right. So let's talk about content. What type of content should you be doing? Well, you definitely can do content that gets engagement. All right. Let's say you want to put out a funny meme and it's going to get a lot of engagement, and you can say, hey, do you like coffee or tea? And people will respond. But that kind of content, though it will get you engagement, isn't going to influence buyers to want to work with you. It doesn't take anything for me to put out a question, do you like coffee or tea? Well, that tells you nothing about my expertise. It doesn't really build any authority in the market. It certainly isn't going to influence anyone to want to buy from me unless I'm selling coffee or tea, right? And so these are mistakes that people make a lot of times in their content. I want you to think about being an industry specialist, a thought leader, a trailblazer, someone that people look up to. They're looking for insights from you. They're looking for, what does this person know? What are the trends going on? They're looking to you for information and for advice and for for your expertise. This is the most powerful content if you're trying to grow your business. So you have to think about the type of content you're putting out, and all of your content should influence buyers in some way. Now, you can still build content for engagement, but it should be for buyers that to engage. All right. And so that means you put something out that has a lot of value. There's insights in it, but it's also influencing buyers. But then you can ask questions that will engage people. One of the mistakes people make in social media, if they are trying to grow their business, is they put out content for engagement and not for buyers. And this is a big one. You are trying to grow your business, so your content needs to be relevant to your business.
Hey, it's Ann here, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to ask you, would you like to level up and scale up your coaching or consulting business and go into that $500,000, $1 million or beyond, maybe even in the next year? Well, if it's a big yes for you, then I want to invite you to apply to my next free 2-day virtual event. You do not want to miss this. These are the same strategies I use in my business and the same strategies I teach my high-paying clients so that they can have explosive growth and do it with a premium business. So go apply now, because I have had people make money right out of my free workshops. All you need to do is go to expertinyouworkshop.com, apply to attend, and I'll see you on the inside. Now back to the show.
The second thing that you have to think about is, who are you trying to attract? Because everybody is not everywhere, right? But when you put out lots of different kinds of content and you're omnipresent, that means you're seen everywhere. And I'm going to talk about this at the very end. So make sure you stay with me so you get how to be omnipresent. So I'm going to share that. When you are omnipresent and people can see you in different places, you look bigger than you are, right? You look like you're everywhere. That's influence. That influences people. That builds credibility in the marketplace. That builds trust. It speeds the relationship. And so you want to look like you're everywhere, but you can't be everywhere. You just can't, right? You can't spend all of your time everywhere. So even though you might pick one specific platform that you're on, like I'm very, very active on LinkedIn, and most of my clients are, because I help them really build their authority and their positioning in the market with high level professionals and clients. And so LinkedIn is their playground in most cases. But that doesn't mean that I'm not other places. It's just that's where I spend most of my time. But you have to know where your people are because that will also determine the types of content that you're putting out. For example, TikTok only allows you to do short little videos, right? That's the platform. Instagram is a very different type of platform. So if your clients are there, the type of content you put out is going to be different from LinkedIn, for example. On LinkedIn, people are there to learn, they're there to get insights. They'll read long form content, they'll read ebooks, they'll read articles and newsletters, they'll watch a full live stream, or they will watch short little clips. But you better make sure you have the captions because if they're at their job, they will be reading it rather than listening. So you've got to know these things. So you not only have to know where your people are, but you have to understand how are they consuming content. All right. So where are they? How do they consume content? What kind of content do they respond to? So high level professionals on LinkedIn, they're smart. There's a lot of doctors on there. There's millionaires on there. There's a lot of CEOs and high level executives, people that are doing big things. Well, what are they on there for? What are they trying to accomplish? They're trying to learn and they're trying to grow themselves, maybe get educated on things. And so understand your audience and understand the type of content that resonates with them. People that are on TikTok, they go there because they want to get those bite-sized chunk videos and they'll literally binge watch many, many videos. People on YouTube do the same thing. They will binge watch videos on YouTube, but they'll binge watch a lot of times shorts. And so understand the different platforms and understand the kind of content. But your content should also build credibility. I love social proof. Share testimonials, share results, show people the things you're doing. If you're doing big things, show that. A lot of people would say, well, I don't want to toot my horn. People aren't going to know what you're doing if you don't show them what you're doing. The other thing, though, is how can other people be singing your praises and how can that be brought into content? So, for example, if I'm speaking on a stage or someone has me as a guest on their podcast or speaking to their group, and then they promote that, I want to make sure I cross promote that onto my platform as well so my audience can see what I'm doing, even though they're tagging me, right? Other people singing your praises. Those are important things. So anything you do, it should show up on social media and you should be talking about it. Don't be afraid to shine a light on all of the great things that you're doing because all of this builds influence and credibility. And it builds trust. It actually speeds the know, like, and trust. The other thing, though, is in your content, let your personality come out. Don't be afraid to be authentic. Be real. My videos aren't perfect. I put them out a lot of times and I watch it back and I think, oh my gosh, the way I said that, or I turned some words around. I put it out anyway, right? Perfection is only going to stop you in your tracks and it's not going to help anyone. So make sure, though, that your personality comes through, that people get to see who you are and what you're all about. Talk about stories with clients and even stories in your own life. I've shared many stories that have been with my businesses, with my family. There have been many, many times I let people see into some of the challenges that I had to get to where I am and what I did to overcome those. And I share stories and I talk about my husband and my kids and my grandkids and friends. So all of this needs to be part of your content. Be real. People want to know you. If they are going to do business with you, they want to know, like, and trust you, right? And so that all needs to come through in your content. Now, do I believe that you should be spilling your guts and telling every little detail about the woe is me and looking like a victim? No, but you can share things that were hard and difficult and challenges that you had to go through and how you came through those and how you succeeded. Those things are inspiring and motivating, and they help people resonate with you. Like, oh my gosh, this person's experienced the same thing, right? And that just again builds that closeness and that trust. And you're being very authentic. So all of this needs to be part of your content. And then finally, the important thing to understand about content is there are analytics on most platforms where you can see what is going on with your content. So I'm going to use LinkedIn as an example again. For your content, if I'm doing short video, long post, short post, newsletter, live streams, I can look at the analytics of each of those things and see what people are mostly engaging with. And then if I see, oh, wow, they love the short post. They're really, look how many views and how many impressions I got on the short post. Well, then I know to do more of that, right? That's what my audience is looking for. And so you want to also keep an eye on the analytics, but this is kind of, a step up. This is like when you start leveling up your content, really paying attention. When you're first doing content, you need to just get going, get a good strategy in place and go for it. But when you are starting to now really build out your content engine, you want to know what's working best. And so then you can do more of that. So these are really important things to know. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about, though, that I told you I was going to talk about at the end, and that is building out omnipresence. Repurpose your content. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. You can repurpose your content by taking a video that you create and getting that transcribed and turning it into an article or a blog on your website. You can take out clips from that video and make short videos. You can take out quotes, something that you said in the video, and you can turn that into a quote or a meme or a small post. You can, again, transcribe that video and it can become a long post. It can become an email. You can drive people to your video from an email. So repurpose, let it be everywhere. Put different pieces on different social media platforms. And this is how you get more reach, more visibility, but you're leveraging your time with your content. And again, the main way to know if your content is working for you is it growing your business? If the answer is no, you've got a content problem that needs to be looked at and fixed. I help my clients close the gaps on their content so that their content is working for them. It's doing the heavy lifting. It's bringing them business. Super, super important. So let me know what you thought about this. I hope you found this valuable. Look, building out strong social media platforms, building out great content, being seen as a thought leader, as an expert. Again, it gets you higher fees. It gets you chosen over your competition. It gets more eyeballs on you. It opens doors of opportunity. And the bottom line, it helps you grow your business. And that, again, is what we're doing this for, right? So great thing is we get to do this and help people at the same time. So if you need some help building out a solid content strategy that can start bringing you business, then reach out to me at acarden.com. Book a call. Let's talk about how we can work together. Or if you want something that's done for you to repurpose all that content with some things that you've created, we've got packages that can help you build your expert and influence. So just reach out to me at acarden.com. Let's talk soon. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. I love when coaches, consultants, and professional service providers want to do big things in their business. They want to rise to the top and influence their market and the world around them. They want to have a greater impact and make a more lucrative income. Well, if this is you, welcome to Expert in You podcast, the show where I interview other experts and coaches, consultants, so that they can share their success strategies with you. We're going to talk about marketing and how to close more sales, how to get more premium clients, and how to really build your visibility in the market and scale your business like a boss. If this is you, welcome to the show. I want to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss one episode. Grab your coffee and buckle up because we are ready to give it all to you to help you become the expert and get paid as the expert that you are.